the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. But the Bears had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Lewis C. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Field. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On play action, Fields taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Hey, 47. We go 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Hardman on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bears take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. Catch is made by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. They'll run on first down. It's Fields. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a dump off here complete, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. Fields. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Marquise Bell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On the counter, Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Uses the stiff arm. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30. I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And some space here.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go option to the short side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fields. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Prescott on first down.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now from the 50.
Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And again, it's Prescott.
That's complete to McBride. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Trey McBride.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Fields. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on second and 13. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fields. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. And the Rams have scored again, able to stretch their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 27, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They run the counter. It's Fields. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Fields now to throw.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? Well, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
We go 47.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Elliott is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Prescott now. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My skill coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw, Fields. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute, because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Fields. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get around.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Bears force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.